The CDC has now issued a new federal moratorium that will last, federal eviction moratorium that'll last until October 3rd.
Yeah, this comes as Democrats criticize the Biden administration for allowing vulnerable renters to potentially lose their homes during a pandemic. Our Washington correspondent Jesse Tenor joins us live with the latest. Jesse, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you as well, Liz and Bill. More lawsuits will likely come into play here, but the CDC did say that a slow rollout of federal housing that Congress approved months ago justifies this new ban. And President Biden and lawmakers from both parties are urging states to quickly release those funds.
Not have to worry about where they're going to sleep.
A new federal eviction moratorium brought Missouri Congresswoman Cori Bush to tears after she camped out on the U.S. Capitol steps for days to try to keep millions of Americans in their homes. Bush herself once lived in her car as a young mother.
Children won't have to go through the trauma, the violence that happens to your mind, your body, your soul when you are forced out onto the street.
The ban the CDC announced Tuesday would temporarily stop evictions in counties with substantial increases in COVID-19 infections.
Everyday people can make a change. We can always demand better.
New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Bush, and other Democrats criticized President Biden for allowing the previous moratorium to expire over the weekend.
The existing moratorium was not constitutional. It wouldn't stand.
The president said that U.S. Supreme Court ruling stopped his administration from setting up a new moratorium without Congress and was skeptical this ban could withstand lawsuits. But President Biden stressed it would at least buy renters and their landlords time.
The money is there.
As he urged states and cities to release billions of dollars in federal housing relief.
That would take care of the vast majority of what needs to be done to keep people in their apartments now.
And landlords have also argued for speeding up the distribution of the nearly $47 billion in that federal housing relief, but they have widely opposed another moratorium. Live in Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor. Back to you.
Yeah, and Jesse, do all Americans qualify for this extension?
When you look at different projections and things of what this new moratorium would cover, it would essentially be all renters, saying that those counties where there is that substantial transmission of COVID-19, that ends up being about 90% of the population. And then when you break that down, it ends up being about 4 million Americans who rent their homes.